All right. Hi, Paul Slatkis. Good news. Well, Good News Corporation, 501(c)(3). Well, this is the last episode, last show of our Earth and Water Day concert that we did in Times Square on April 22nd, 2023. It's a big show with a lot of wonderful people. It's big because of what people have to say, what they stand for, what they sing about. It's just, we've been very honored to have everybody involved with this broadcast. We thank everybody, uh, every single person, every show. With that in mind, let me let you know about show 6. This is the final broadcast, and take some time to listen to and watch shows 1 through 5. Please share them with friends. We appreciate you. So in today's show, we start off with a message from a company called McRae Sky, who are doing sustainable clothing. We're out there in Amagansett, and actually this is a photo behind me here from Southampton, from the beach out there. We love the island in the Hamptons. Then Saran Rothberg will talk about her Comedy Cures Foundation. She's been helping those with cancer put a little smile on their face, raise some money for cancer victims. She has a beautiful podcast. I implore you, because it's very important work. Cancer affects so many people, so let people know about it. And you'll hear a little bit from her. Then we have a little montage of a few people who uh, I feel believe in extremely so. Oprah Winfrey, she did a show on faith-based some years ago, and what people are looking for. And we've taken a segment out of a conversation with her and some of the people at CBS, one of my alma maters. And so faith is very important. I just am lucky as well to be a reverend, all faiths and spiritual, and I'm a believer in faith. Then Deepak Chopra says something. We were at an event at Lincoln Center, and Lincoln Center had the Peace Orchestra. It was a big project, and it was very well received. And Deepak shared something then. Our good friend, I wish he was my closest friend, but I don't really know him more than support his message from as a peace messenger of the UN, to go out and do the right thing, basically. That's Stevie Wonder. The future of the world is in your hands, and Stevie will tell you so. After Stevie comes Shakira, who's another messenger from UNICEF, speaking and singing about Imagine and about helping others. These are great souls. And we end the show with Annie from Singing Tomorrow. So we're still in the game. Enjoy every moment, do something with every moment. And let me just announce here, when we have this moment, that on September 21st, 2023, we will take over Times Square again for our annual International Day of Peace and Ecology. We ask you to join us either on the tube, on the internet, and everywhere else that we can get the show. If you want to broadcast it, you're welcome to. And I think that what we really want to promote is the fact of positive news, good news. That Mother Earth has gone through like 3 major climatic changes. At one time, it was all ice. So let's protect and love and care for our Mother Earth in our time. And we're doing it. And that's the concept here. Most of the world lives in peace. That's the concept here. This is our home, right? Says my little button. And this is the home from the photo called the Blue Marble from NASA. All right. So it's very important to think that way. I thank you once again. 6 parts. This is a last part. I don't think we get to an hour on this one, but we will at the end also show a sizzle reel of all the 6 shows and all the people that were in it. So I thank you very much for being part of what we're doing. You can call me 212-647-1212. You can email me, paul.slatkis@goodnewsbroadcast.com. And let's all work together. Please join us September 21st for the International Day of Peace and Ecology, Times Square, Father Duffy Park, 12 noon. That's our big time to take a moment of silence. Ringo Starr will ask for it as well. Thanks. All right, hi, Paul Slack is Good News Planet. Pause the world for peace. And we're going to talk today. I'm crazy about Saran Rothberg. She's been a friend for a long time. She's been doing such important work, Comedy Cures Foundation, and reaching out to many, many people who are in need. So, Saran, tell us what you've been doing, please.
Well, I have to start with a joke, right? Because we have the 24-hour laugh line, 1-888 ha 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 ha. So I can't start without a joke from our laugh line. What's the difference between weather and climate?
The weather and climate. I don't know. I don't know. What is the
Well,
difference?
you can't weather a tree, but you can climb it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that kind of a joke. That makes a lot of sense. Why humor? Why humor for you?
Uh, because well, should we make up how many? Give away my age? Okay. So over several decades ago, I ended up in a chemo chair with very aggressive cancer. And I decided my first chemo treatment to throw a chemo comedy party. And when I looked around the hospital and I saw what my humor and what that comedy and my comic perspective did for the other patients and their caregivers and the doctors and nurses, I just decided that I had to start an organization called the Comedy Cures Foundation, and that we would bring a comic perspective and humor and joy and laughter to the trenches of cancer treatment. And then I didn't die, as you could tell, because I'm talking to you. I lived and have been able to do global programs, not just for cancer patients, but at the World Health Organization, the United Nations, down in Washington for military, corporations, nonprofits. And I just get to spread my sense of humor and my joy all over the world.
Well, this is an Earth Day show, and we're putting you in there. And I really, really wanted you in here because what you're doing on Mother Earth is helping our human beings, our brothers and our sisters. And you're so dedicated to it. As I as a result of that, I want people to see how somebody can take a situation that's occurred to them and take it to the fullest and help others. What do you think about Mother Earth right now and the people living here?
So I think with any conversation, the way you can get people's attention and to get them to focus and listen is through humor. I think people love to laugh. I think it's a portal that we don't walk through enough to get conversations started. And I think if we really want to get people's attention, we should start campaigns that have a sense of humor. And then once we get their attention, we know that people are more receptive when they're laughing, when they're relaxed, and then we can talk about the really serious subjects that we have to address, whether it's ozone or pollution or just personal carbon footprint. These are topics that have to get discussed, and we can start them with children. And the best way to get to a kid is through their belly laughing. And I think we're all kids inside. So I think it's a really cool strategy.
I think so as well. So I just one last thing, and we could talk for days. But we're going to put this in the show, and so you have because I don't want people to miss this. You have podcasts. You have a podcast every day. You're a hardworking woman, and
Oh, okay.
sharing yourself. What is
Wait,
the story with that?
I get to plug the podcast. Hold on.
Oh wow, okay. Eating Cancer Daily. So that's the name of the podcast.
Yes. So this came out of one of the two research studies that I was able to do recently. And that was during the pandemic, we launched this study about mindset and metastatic cancer. Could we, at the height of the pandemic, influence depression, anxiety, stress, and increase self-empowerment among people living with advanced cancer? And we were very successful using artificial intelligence and comedy. It was such a unique a combination. And so we proved that we could greatly impact mindset. That's why I said humor and Earth Day, we've got to do it. So just for the podcast, what happened was the patient said that they did not want to stop learning this perspective, how to develop their comic perspective, how to reduce depression and stress and anxiety. So I asked them how I could help them further beyond the study. And they said, give us a podcast. And I said, okay, we could do that. But they said, talk to us daily, Sarah. We need this energy. We need this joyful perspective. We need this hope. We need this optimism. So yes, I took on the challenge. I've just recorded over 100 episodes. They air daily. It's called Beating Cancer Daily, and we're heading toward 365. It's a personal challenge. I promised them that I would do it. And so you can have a micro dose of me. A microdose of me every day. And how can you approach it?
I want to ask one more last thing, just because we have short amount of time. You have a phone number that people can call, right? What is that? What's that about?
Well, if you can laugh, you can remember it, because it's 1-888-ha-ha-ha. So if you just laugh with me 4 times, come on, say it. Ready?
1-800.
888. No, not 800.
I'm just checking to see if you were listening to me. No,
8's funnier. There's zeros with belts. You got to do 888.
1-888 ha.
And if you press 1, you get a professional comedian. If you press 2, it's an amateur, like a knock-knock joke. And if you press 3, you can tell me a joke 24 hours a day.
All right, beautiful. That makes life happier here on Mother Earth. Sarah, thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
Welcome.
Oprah Winfrey narrates the program spanning 6 continents over 7 consecutive nights. Belief follows arrange people on their profound journeys.
Because when you guys came back from the tour, you said to me, people are searching for something, Nora. I don't know what it is, but people are searching for something.
Yeah, there's a deep wounded people. Yes, there's a deep yearning for, and that's what belief speaks to. Yeah. The yearning for something greater than yourself.
Children should be taught how to be self-aware. If they're aware of themselves and are taught to quieten their mind, they'll be peaceful, and ultimately peace will only be created by those who are peaceful. Otherwise, we have angry peace activists, and that's an oxymoron.
So today I want everyone here to commit to join the quest for peace. Go forward in the struggle for peace with passion and compassion. The future of this world is in your hand.
Christina and Georgia, thank you both. It's such pros. It's so gorgeous. And so the show is almost. We have another performer who's going to perform, not here, but it's going to perform at the United Nations. Shakira, okay? Shakira is going to, can't be here because it'd be another, we can't do that. And so in the United Nations, Shakira is talking about issues that are very important for us to all pay attention to. The star of our show and the beauty of all our people part of this and all part of the crews and everybody else is Mother Earth and water. So that's why we're here today. That's our main goal, is sustainability, to reduce our carbon footprints, and remember that only 1% of all this water in this big globe here is drinkable. So, and there's 8 billion people. So we need to figure out better ways, and people are. We started this off with Deloitte. We went into other companies who are teaching sustainability and carbon footprint reduction. Okay, so we got Con Edison, Power Authority, the city, the state, the governments. We're one world. We like to promote Mother Earth from the moon, NASA photo. We're all in this together. No boundaries, no borders. imagine peace. We don't have to imagine peace. The world's at peace. There's just some who can't resolve their differences without problems. Okay? Let's give a hand to everybody who's living life in peace and love. Okay? Let's clap for that. I'm sure everybody here is living that way. And let's all give a hand for trying to help those that aren't living that way, that are confused, that have mentally disorders, okay? I did the brain series. There are mental disorders. You can't say that there aren't. So let's try to find those people before they hurt themselves and they hurt anybody else. Okay, so now let's go to Shakira in the United Nations.
We live in a world in which many of those who are born poor will die poor. And it is up to us to be the first society to eradicate poverty and bring justice and equality to the most disenfranchised people on earth. Our children have the right to equal opportunities, to thrive, to be happy and healthy and safe. Now is the time to not just imagine, but do. This is for Aylan Kurdi and Galip Kurdi. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us, only sky. Imagine all for people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion too. Imagine all for people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Perhaps someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all for people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Perhaps someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Kira, okay? At the United Nations, she's a representative of UNICEF. Let's hear it for UNICEF. They do a lot of good things worldwide. Okay, we want to say a few thank yous, and then we're going to close with another wonderful song. from a young lady. And so I just want to thank everybody for joining us today here in Times Square. Thank Times Square Alliance, New York City Parks and Recreation, who do an outstanding job. The mayor's administration does a phenomenal job. A lot of beautiful things happening in New York. A lot of concerned citizens caring about Mother Earth and the people living here. And we're happy Unify had joined us in broadcasting this, as well as YouTube on Good News Broadcast, and as well as many people joining this show. Everybody who's been here has come here for Mother Earth. And I want to thank everybody, the crew, Extreme Broadcasting, fine quality, the staging here. I couldn't ask for anything more. Playa Betty with the food, Miss Ying Koi from China with her programming, Renee Edelman, Deloitte, Virgin Hotels, You Got This Kid, Quinnipiac, Blueview Biodegradable, AMJ, Global Immersive Technology, and Andrea Catano, DSM Energy and his organizations, 5 Star Diamond, Hugga Planets, Modules. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, and the talent. Look at the talent there, Georgia. God Almighty, everybody's so. Christina, I mean, all day long we had wonderful talent. Mike Riss, he helped organize us. Thank you for that. And I can't be more happy to see such wonderful reception for Mother Earth. We're here for Mother Earth, and let's just think about the future. Think about the way you're living your life. What is your carbon footprint? And love one another, be kind and giving and caring. I cannot believe that we're a little bit ahead, but we're going to end now with something called Tomorrow by Annie, and I want to thank you all. Thank you very much.
The sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're always a day.
All right, thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Nature is my symbolism for peace. And now this tree stands as a symbol of what nature and us can do together to heal the world. But we've got to work much harder. We must respect each other, no matter what country, religion, or culture. But we must respect the natural world. And unless we can interact better with the natural world in more harmony, world peace will be impossible. Because if you lose water, if the climate changes, if the whole world is polluted, how can there be peace between men?
The word peace has many possible meanings, and the Messenger of Peace program has been vital to addressing some of the most pressing challenges of our time head-on: poverty, disease, human suffering, issues which defy the very concept of peace.
My name is Ringo, and I'm here to make you aware on the 21st of September, it's the International Day and Moment of Peace. So I'm here on behalf of the UN General Secretary to let you know that at noon on the 21st that we can have a moment of silence for peace. I'm going to have my moment now. Ooh, I feel good. Peace and love, everybody.
Okay, thank you, Tammy and Michelle. Two were super duper. We're crazy about you. Love you both. Next, I'm gonna have the opportunity to share some information about the country of Greece. The Greek National Tourism Organization has shared a commercial with us, and it's a very exciting commercial because it's gorgeous there. But I wanted to add some facts that I did some research, and this is some of the things that I learned about sustainable Greece, and they're pretty powerful. There's a location there called Kos, which has all cycling, no cars, cycling island. Supli does silk weaving, I guess, for many, many years. And did you know silk is biodegradable? The National Marine Park in Alaunissos, northern Sporades, is the largest marine protected area in Europe and a proud home to the population of Mediterranean monk seals. They're a good-looking item. And then Asta Palea has been reborn as one of Greece's smartest and most sustainable islands. Through a collaboration with Volkswagen Group, the island shifted to all-electric vehicles, e-bikes, and they even have a bus, that electric bus. Tilos has invested into its energy transformation, becoming the first island in the Mediterranean to use 100% energy self-sufficient using solar and wind for the energy. And lastly, but there's many more, Cosmopolitan Island of Paros in the Cyclades is starting to make waves in the fact that the island is almost entirely plastic free. All right, let's go to the gorgeous commercial now. Thank you.
So today I want everyone here to commit to join the quest for peace. Go forward in the struggle for peace with passion and compassion. The future of this world is in your hand.
Run, 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 run to get online. Listen to good news all the time. If you're looking for news that makes you feel so fine, tune into good news when you get online. Life-affirming, thought-provoking stories and more. News that makes you smile before you walk out the door. If you're looking for news to enrich your mind, tune into good news when you get online. Run, 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 run to get online. Listen to good news all the time. Run, 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 run to get online. Goodnewsbroadcast.com